Hello there and welcome to Team Clueless Games. As you can see, today we're going to be playing Warhammer Quest. Now this is the old Warhammer Quest that came out in the 90s. I've got all my characters all set up and ready. So we've got a wizard, a witch hunter, an imperial noble and a war dancer. I have made the witch hunter as the leader of the group, so he's carrying a lantern. We are going to be fighting, going into the fighting pit as our adventure. I've rolled up all the adventure. I've sorted out our dungeon deck so we know where we're going to be going. And there's the event deck to see what monsters and that we're doing. Now, for the adventure, we are doing the fighting pit number 6, Free the Prisoners. During a recent raid on Margarion, the Skaven took around 20 wealthy influenced citizens as captive and have been making all manner of unreasonable and outrageous threats ever since. The Skaven know full well that their unconditional demands to hand over all the wealth, women and children of the city will never be agreed to, but it gives them a good excuse to send back portions of their victims as proof they mean business. The warriors have been employed to enter the blighted marshes and rescue the prisoners from the dungeons of the Chaos Ratmen. So basically, we're going to go through this dungeon, find the fighting pit, and then we've got to kill. What we've got to do: the prisoners being kept in the fighting pit. Networks there. Roll the objective room monster table to determine the guardians of these cells. Reading any goblins as Skaven. So obviously, it's most likely to fight Skaven, as it says in there, and obviously we just got to beat everything in the objective room. So going through the characters. The wizard here, he has got 4 power to start with, and he's obviously 3 spells he's got. His defense spell is Rebound, Resurrection for healing, and Freeze as his attack spell. His equipment, he starts with the Hand of Death Scroll. We've got a Witch Hunter who has 6 faith points to start with. The faith points, basically you can spend it to allow yourself to add 1 to a dice roll. But I know it's quite bad if you use all your faith up. I can't remember exactly what happens, but I'll find out if I ever do that. He's got magical amulets. When you make the Witch Hunter character up, you have to roll to see how many amulets he gets and what he's got. He's got 3 amulets. He has got the Amulet of Purity. And then I'll just flip the card over. Here I rolled the Amulet of Fury and number 6 as well, the Amulet of Alcadizia. Imperial Noble. He's got an Ancient Heirloom, which when I rolled for that, I actually rolled, before even sorting out the adventure, I've rolled Skaven and Giant Rats. Basically, it means that any monsters that fear the Imperial Noble, they suffer -1 to hit. So Skaven and Rats are going to be less likely to hit the Imperial Noble. And we've got a War Dancer here as well. The equipment the War Dancer has is this Belt of Aerial. When you flip it over, it tells you what it does. Basically, you have to roll at the start of each turn, and depending on what you roll, depends on the effect, basically. I am just about all set up, ready to go. I've just got to sort out the first... Let's see, what are we starting on? We are starting in a passageway, so I will put the passageway down, I'll put the door on, and I'll put the characters on. We get started. Now, I say this game's come out in the 90s. I don't know how many of you guys have actually played this before. I've always really enjoyed this, and I haven't played this game in such a long time, and I really wanted to get it out. So obviously I've had to re-go through some of the rules, not remembering all of it, and obviously seeing how, and I've not actually played with any of these characters before. I think the characters I usually used was the Pit Fighter, Dwarf, Elf. I think I have used the Witch Hunter before, but that'd be the only one I have used. So the turn order as you go. First of all, it's the power phase. Quite literally, you roll a d6. If it's a 1, an unexpected event happens, and you flip over the top card of the event deck, and it could be an event or it could be a load of monsters ambush us. Whatever dice you roll as well, that is the power that the wizard gets to use to cast his spell. So this number in the top corner here is the power casting you need to cast that spell. So 4, 6, and 5. So quite high casting. The wizard has 4 power tokens he can add to that as well. just to try and help cast a spell. But once those 4 tokens are used, they've used. You then have the warrior phase, where you activate your characters in order. It starts off with the leader, which is the witch hunter, and then you go in initiative order from highest to lowest. So it's actually going to be the war dancer, the imperial noble, and then the wizard. Monster phase, all the monsters do all their attacks. And then exploration phase, if you're at the end of the... so we're going to be here. Door's going to be on there properly. If I'm at the end of the corridor, standing next to the door with the witch hunter who has the lantern, and there's no monsters on the square I'm on, I can explore. So I just flip over the top card of the dungeon deck. Now, minus the one that I've actually just taken off for our starting tile, there's another 12 cards in this deck. The objective room, the fighting pit, is somewhere in the bottom 7. So we've got 5 more cards to go through, and then there's a chance of the obviously the dungeon room coming up at some point then. Okay, right, I'm going to finish just getting set up, and I shall be back when the characters and we're ready to start our adventure. Right, here we go, we're off. A couple of things I didn't mention about the characters is, because I've obviously made the characters up, hit points. My witch hunter has the lowest amount of hit points out of the group of 4. He only has 9 wounds to start with. The war dancer has 10, and the imperial noble and wizard both have 11 hit points. So I'm kind of hoping I don't find anything too big and hard, like a load of minotaurs and stuff in our first dungeon. But we will see. Right, I have got a dice tray as well, just so I can try and get most of the dice rolls on camera. So turn 1, we're all sitting at the dungeon. We've got witch hunter at the front with war dancer, imperial noble, and wizard there at the back. So at the start of the thing, all we're doing for this turn, power phase, roll of 3. We're perfectly fine. There's no spells or anything that need casting, so we will flip over dungeon card. Great. We have got a T-junction. Not quite what I wanted to see with the first card that we pull over. So I shall get the doors attached on this, and T-junction, slot on. One thing with this, one thing with these was always slotting the doors on and stuff onto the card. So there we go. Now, T-junction, as you can see, there's 2 rooms off. So what I have to do with the dungeon deck is, from the bottom, I have to separate out the card. So the objective room has been split up even more. So I don't even know if I'm going to be going the right way. So we shall do that. That's the end of turn 1. Go straight back onto next turn, power phase. I've rolled a 1. So it is an uninspected event. So we've got monsters, 1d6 goblin spearmen and 1d6 goblin archers. Right. So we will have, the green dice is the spearmen. Let's see if I can. We've got 1 spearman and 2 archers. So that isn't too bad, only 3 goblins. And obviously it was only the objective room that the goblins got replaced with Skaven. So let's go with, I've got a big pile of monsters over here, all in different bags. I've just got to find the right bags. There they are. 1 spearman, 2 archers, wasn't it? So let's go with spearman, 2 archers. As you can see, I'm just getting them out of little bags. So I've got all the monsters are all in individual bags, so I know there. Right. We have 4 tokens here. I don't know what's what. They're all obviously all the characters. I'll just move the camera up so you can see there. Which person is going to get the spearman? The witch hunter gets the spearman. So spearman can go there and he'll attack through. Right, and who are the archers going to be hitting? They're going to be going for the wizard and the witch hunter as well. So the archers, what you have to do with archers, they have to set up as far away as they possibly can from the enemy. As I say, they've got bows. They don't want to be standing next to the bad guys. And as you can see, all the stats there. If I can bring it into the camera somewhere. There. Sorry, I was just not quite looking properly. Yeah, rules for obviously all the spearmen and that. So right, they've only got 2 wounds each. They can move 4, weapon skill 2, strength 3, toughness 3, attacks 1. Special rules: when shooting with their bow, Night Goblin archers need to roll 5 or more to hit. Ooh. Just the power phase, and we got that. So now we get the warriors phase. So starting with the witch hunter. Let's have the witch hunter attack the spearman that's in front of him. So here, and the witch hunter needs a 3 to hit him. Misses. Okay, that's the witch hunter done. War dancer. Oh, start of turn. I need to roll the war dancer's belt, which is a 1. Belt has no effect this turn. Okay, you know what? I might that dice is rolling pretty low. I'm going to change to some other dice. Let's get some of these ones and grab a couple of other dice and let's get a few dice obviously in this tray just ready. I don't know, probably won't need all that lot. So let's go with the war dancer. So I'm gonna, because there's a monster by me, I'm gonna attempt to escape from pinning with the war dancer. So 3+ and the war dancer does. She does. And she gets a move of 4. So she's gonna go 1, 2, 3. And she's going to go there and attack the goblin archer. This will be the one that was attacking the witch hunter. That would be the one that was on the wizard. So she's going to attack the one that was going to be shooting at the wizard. So the war dancer gets 1 attack to start with. And she also needs a 3 to hit. 3. She hits. So 6 hits. The war dancer causes 1d6 wound plus his strength. So he's got strength for 6. So it's 1d6 plus 3. So deals 7. So to deal wounds to a monster, so I do 1d6 plus 3. You then have to minus the toughness of the monster you're fighting. Goblins have toughness 3. So take 7 minus 3, it's down to the 4. Does 4 wounds. They only have 2. There you go. The war dancer has killed that goblin. Now, if I remember correctly, the war dancer has a special attack on this card. Special skills, Dance of Death, which the war dancer has. The war dancer's natural agility and uncanny affinity for his weapons makes him an awesome warrior. The war dancer in combat is a terrible yet graceful sight, spinning and leaping, leaving only death in his wake. The war dancer's Dance of Death allows him to move, fight, move again, perhaps even fight again, all in one turn. The war dancer player should keep track of how many squares he moves each turn, particularly when he is in combat. When fighting, if the war dancer kills a monster with 1 blow, he gets his death blow as usual. So the death blow is, because I killed that monster, there's another monster next to me, I just swing my sword round and attempt to hit that one. It's all kind of part of the same attack, but you have to roll to see if you hit and see what damage you do. So what it is this Dance of Death. If there wasn't another monster next to me for me to deal my death blow in, and if I had some movement left, he can basically move into the square for the monster that he's just killed to try and get to the next monster and carry on his attacks that way. But as it is, I'm going to do my death blow into that goblin. I miss. End of War Dancer's turn. Next up, it's going to be the Imperial Noble, who shall move. The Imperial Noble's going to move into there. He's going to have a go at the goblin there. He's got 1 attack. He also needs 3s to hit. Oh, it's out the box, so it's not. It's got to be in the box. It's a 6. He hits. So his 6. He's using his rapier, which deals 1d6 plus 1 wound. May not cause death blow. So the deal with the Imperial Noble. So right. So let's see what he deals. 2, 3 toughness. No, he deals no wounds at the moment. But with his attacks, the Imperial Noble, because he's a highly skilled swordsman, after years and years of training, if the attack does no actual damage, he gets to continue attacking until he actually misses an attack. So, I dealt no damage to the goblin, but he gets to try and hit it again. I hit it again. I deal no damage. We keep going. I miss. There we go. The Imperial Noble has missed. So, this Goblin Spearman has taken on a Witch Hunter and an Imperial Noble and has lived to tell the tale. Great for level 1 characters. Wizard, what's the wizard going to do? The wizard can't really do anything at the moment, I have to say. He can't get in with his sword, and he hasn't got enough power for any of his spells and that, so the wizard's going to do nothing this turn, and we're going to go over to the monster phase. So, monster phase, again, is then basically the monster attempting to attack the target it was aimed at. So both of these monsters, goblins that are left, are going for the Witch Hunter. So the Witch Hunter has a weapon skill of 3. Bonus weapon skill 3. So they need a 4 to hit. So let's go with Goblin Spearman. Hits the Witch Hunter. So it's Goblin Spearman is D6, added strength 6, minus the Witch Hunter's toughness, which is 3. The Witch Hunter has taken 3 wounds. As you can see, this game can be quite deadly. There you go. That's a third of the Witch Hunter's wounds already gone. The Goblin Archer. So, when it says in Goblin, I need to roll a 5 or higher to hit. Nope, the Goblin Archer misses. That is the end of her turn. Exploration phase. I'm not by any door. We move on to the next round, and we go to power phase again. It's a 1 again. Great, that's another unexpected event. We might actually get off the first room. Oh, this one is a trap. It's a trap. Roll a d6 for each warrior. The warrior with the lowest score has set off a trap. Right, okay. Witch Hunter gets a 6. War Dancer gets a 5. Imperial Noble gets a 3. Wizard gets a 3. So Wizard is the white dice. These roll off. It is the Imperial Noble that has set off the trap. Roll a d6 and consult the following table. So a 4. So what's happened? So 2 to 5. A pit opens up in the floor and your warrior plummets into the rocky floor below. He takes 2d6 wounds. He can only escape if the party have a rope or levitation spell. Okay, so we've lost the Imperial Noble because we don't have rope and we don't have a levitation spell because the rope belongs to one of the other starting characters and that. So what I'm going to say is he misses a couple of turns because let's see how many wounds he takes to start with. 3 wounds. I'm going to say the Imperial Noble has fallen down a pit there and cannot take place until all the monsters are dead, and at the end of the turn a character can pull him out just to keep the Imperial Noble going. So we're not having levitation or a rope. That is just one nasty thing. Right, at the bottom of the card, it says roll a d6. On a 1, 2 or 3, draw another event card immediately. There's a 3. Another event. Cave in. God, blimey, another event. Now this is not more monsters. Place the cave in marker in the board section where this card was triggered to show that all exit, except the one the warriors entered by, are now blocked. Any warriors still in this board section at the end of the turn are crushed by rubble. Any monsters in the room are crushed by falling masonry. Warriors attempting to escape are not subject to the rules of pinning whilst in this room. The room is now impassable and may not be re-entered. If this card is drawn in the first room in the dungeon, ignore it and draw another event card immediately. So it would affect the first room. So we're in there. We'll just draw another event card immediately. Right, 1d6 orcs and 1d6 orc archers. So green one is normal orcs and the white one is the archers. So what we got? 6 archers and 2 normal orcs. Blimey, we are not getting out of this first room. Now, this could be a very short game. I'm just going to turn it around. So I was hoping we might be exploring a bit more here. So 2 normal orcs. Look at these old school, the old plasticky orcs. No shields for these guys. Right. Who is getting these? It's going to be the Witch Hunter and the Wizard. So I'm going to put these back here and here. I was hoping the Orc Archers wouldn't come up, because 1, 2, 3, 4. There is only 6 of them, and I will show you this one. Badly painted Orc Archer, not particularly fantastic. This was one I will admit, it's one I painted, and it was painted over 20 years ago. This is how I used to start my painting when I first started doing 40k, and that not particularly great. Who we got? Who's getting the extra archers on them? The War Dancer and the Imperial Noble. See Imperial Noble from there. Those 2 there will go for the War Dancer. Don't really want to start them up right next to them. We'll start them apart. So 1 for the Wizard, 1 for the Witch Hunter. We'll start them back there, and we will start that one there, which is the other one. So these 2 are for the Imperial Noble. So that's that. Right. Yeah, we're going to go. Witch Hunter will take on the Orc. So weapon skill 3, weapon skill 2. Yeah, need to 4 to hit the Orc. Gets the 4. We hit the Orc. Weapons. Here we go. The Witch Hunter fights with a saber, which causes 1d6 plus 3 wounds. If he rolls a 6 to hit, he causes an extra wound. So no, didn't do there. So my saber. So it does 4. What's the toughness of a toughness of an Orc is 4. So I deal no wounds to the Orc. Right, War Dancer. Let's see how the War Dancers can do. 1 attack. We are going for the Orc. We'll go for the Orc Archer that's in front. We still need a 3 to hit. We hit. We deal 2, 3, 4, 5. We deal 1 wound to the Orc. It has got 2 wounds left. Let's just go run out a d12. Stick that on there. He has got 2 wounds left. Right, Imperial Noble. The Imperial Noble will try and take on the Orc that's next to the Witch Hunter. We'll try and take that one out. So he needs weapon skills 3, wasn't it on them yet? So he needs 3s to hit. So he misses. Great, done straight away. No, we won't worry about the Hand of Death scroll yet with the Wizard. The Wizard will just attack with his sword. He will attack the Orc that's on him. He needs a 4. Misses. This is not going well at all, as we can't get out of the first room. Right. Monster phase. Let's start with the 2 Orc Archers on the War Dancer, because they went shooting with their Orc bows. So there's 2 there doing it. They have 1 attack each. They need 4s to hit the War Dancer. Both hit the War Dancer. They both cause 1d6 plus 3 wounds. Where is my War Dancer? Minus toughness. Toughness is 3. So it's just straight up what wounds there's 6, 7, 8 wounds. So my War Dancer is down to 2 hit points left. Let's do the 2 archers on the Imperial Noble. Both hit. Right. Where is my Imperial Noble? So his toughness was 3, so minus is that. So he takes 10, so the Imperial Noble is dead. Ugh. Now, I've got until the end of the turn to get him up. Otherwise, Oh, okay. Spell may be cast even if the warrior dies several turns ago. So I've got to hope that my resurrection, I get enough power, I can cast my resurrection spell with the wizard, I think. So that's those two. That's those two orc archers done. Let's do an orc archer on the wizard. Hits, of course. Blimey, I need to change dice. I'm rolling two. I can't roll to hit them, but they can certainly roll to hit me. Toughness reason, it's just that straight up 6, so he's down to 5. Let's do the orc warrior hitting. So he's only got weapon skill 2, so he needs a 3. He hits. We're doing 2, 3, 4, 5. Most that 3, so that's two wounds. So my wizard is down to 2 life left. And now the witch hunter. So he has got a goblin archer hitting him. Hits. Deals. So 4 plus 1, 5. Minus that goes down to 2. So he's down to 4. The goblin spearman. I believe it was 4's needed. Oh, he hits. He deals strength 3, 5, 8 minus that. So boom. The witch hunter has gone down. This is not. It's a level 1 crit. This is not good. So that's going to be the end of the monster turn. I didn't even get to hit with the orcs on the witch hunter. Power phase. Big roll. A 6 on the power phase, so no unexpected event. That is good. We'll change that dice to a 6. Right, we shall start, because I believe with spells you get to cast them at any time you like. So I'm going to cast the Resurrection spell. So it costs 6 power. You shout a long forgotten invocation of great power passed down from generation to generation that can raise the dead. You may pick any dead warrior in the game, bring him back to life. Place him on the same board section as the wizard. He is fully restored, full wounds, but loses any treasure and gold he has earned in this dungeon. So I'm going to bring the witch hunter back. So the witch hunter is back on 9. We shall start, obviously, the hero's phase. We'll start with the witch hunter. I think the witch hunter is going to try and take out that goblin because it's slightly. So he needs a 3. He hits. He deals an extra point of damage with this one. So it's D6 plus 4 goes to 6. Minus the toughness of 3 goes down to 3. Goblin only has 2 wounds. He has killed a goblin spearman. Hooray! Huzzah! Now the orc is not next to him, so I can't death blow straight into that orc, unfortunately. So that is the witch hunter done. Going on to the war dancer, who will attempt to take out the orc archer again. That's wounded. So I need the same amount to hit the orc as I do the goblin. He hits the orc. So it's toughness 4. So it's this D6 minus 1. 6 minus 1, 5. Boom. We have killed an orc archer. I am going to attempt to death blow into that goblin. I missed the goblin. Typical. The Imperial Noble's down and dead. The wizard will attempt to hit the orc that's attacking. No, the wizard's going to attempt to attack the orc. No, we miss. Okay, monster's turn. I think we're going to lose everyone here. Let's start off with the ones that should be attacking the guys. So these 2 archers on the war dancer. Was it 4? 4. So those 2 archers have missed the war dancer. We have got an archer on the wizard. It hits. Deals. Oh, and it does 1 wound to the wizard. So the wizard is down to 2. And then we need to try and hit the wizard with weapon skill 2, so needing 3s. Hit the wizard. Only deals 1 wound to the wizard. Wizard's down to 1, so that's those 2 done. Orc Archer on the Witch Hunter. Misses. The Goblin Archer on the Witch Hunter. Hits. 4 plus 1, 5. Minus 3 goes down to 2. So he's on 7. And then we've got the Orc Warrior on the Witch Hunter. Weapon skill 3. Needs a 4. Misses. Now we've got 1 random Orc dude left there. Oh, I flipped over that. He can attempt to hit the War Dancer that's sitting in front of him. Hits on a 4. And it's D6 plus 3. 7, but I think we've got toughness of 3, haven't we? Yes, so it does 4 wounds. The War Dancer has gone down. This is not looking good at all. Right. Next turn. Power phase for the wizard. A 5. I think the wizard's going to spend one of his power tokens and do the resurrection again. We're going to get someone back up. Unfortunately, the Imperial Noble can stay down. Normally, the Imperial Noble would have been dead and gone, but I'm leaving him there because the resurrection spell says the spell may be cast even if the warrior died several turns ago. So I'm leaving him there so I can get the Imperial Noble up at some point. So the War Dancer's back up. Right. Here we go then. Let's see what we can do. Witch Hunter. Or to hit the Orc. We hit the Orc on a 6, so we get an extra wound through this. It's D6 plus 4 with this one. So that's going to be 4 plus 4 minus 4. He has 3 wounds. He has gone. There we go. The Witch Hunter's cleared. Another one of his. Next turn, he can try and move up and help the wizard with his one, or try and escape pinning and go for the archers. The War Dancer is going to attempt to take out the Goblin Archer. Hits. It's going to be dead because it's 3 plus strength 3, 6, but the toughness is 3, so takes out the other Goblin Archer. It's going to do the War Dancer death and move into the space there. We shall attempt to take out an Orc Archer. We hit. 3, 8, goes down there, 4. Take out an Archer. There we go. Look at this. We're actually showing we can hit stuff. Imperial Noble's down. Wizard. Yeah, we're going to have to just use his sword. He hits. He hits with his sword. It's this D6 plus 3, so it's minus 1 on this D6 to see how many wounds we deal. We rolled a 5, goes down to 4. He takes out. The wizard actually takes out his Orc. There we go, look at that. We've cleared the room slightly. We may actually get into this dungeon. Monster turn. 2 archers on the War Dancer. Both hit on 4s. 1 hits. Deals D6 plus 3, 6. So it does 3 wounds. So it's on 7. White one is the archer on the Witch Hunter. Green one is the one on the wizard. Green one was a white one was Witch Hunter, so hits. 4. Yeah, to take that, so it takes 1 wound, so he's down to 6. Power phase. A 5. Right, I'm going to spend another one of the power tokens, do the resurrection, and the Imperial Noble can stand back up. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Witch Hunter's going straight in there. Here we go. Hits. I've only with a 5, so it's D6. It's going to be minus 1. See how many wounds we do. Not in the box. That was a 5. We would have killed it. 4 minus 1, 3. They have 3 wounds, so he takes out that one. He can death blow into the archer there. He hits. He kills this one. There we go. Room's getting cleared. So that's that one done. War Dancer. 1, 2. Needs a 3. Hits. Kills that orc. And death blows into the next one. Hits. 4. 5, 6, 7. I haven't been rolling the belt for the War Dancer, have I? Really must remember nothing happens this turn. 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 4 goes down to 3. Kills it. Brilliant. Finally cleared all these monsters away. I'll go through in a second. I should just finish off. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He can go there. 4 for now. That's going to be the end of this phase. No exploration or anything. We're going to be starting the next turn. Right. Once you have cleared all the monsters, you have to see who's killed what. And there is a gold value in the bottom of the card. It tells you how much gold you get for killing these monsters. So let's go with the Witch Hunter. Killed 1 orc and 1 goblin. Each orc is worth 55 gold. And the goblin is worth 20 gold. So he has got 75 gold. The wizard. Oh no, sorry. He killed them. He's got another 110, hasn't he? So 185. So 185 because he killed that and that. The wizard killed 1 orc. So he has got 55. The Imperial Noble killed nothing because he was dead for most of it. Now, the War Dancer, who went crazy, killed 4 Orc Archers, 55 each. So that's 220, and killed 2 Goblins. So 220, 240, 260 gold. Power Phase. It's a free. We're okay. We've got no hit. Actually, the only healing spell we have is Resurrection. So all we've got to do is Witch Hunter goes 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go this way, I think. There. That's going to be it. Nothing else. Power Phase again. A 5. We're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power Phase again. A 1. Typical. An encounter. It's an event. Slumped against the wall, the warriors find a dying dwarf prospector, riddled with orc arrows. As they approach, he growls a warning, threatening them with a huge axe. When he sees that they are not orcs or evil creatures, he calms down and gives them a key. With his dying breath, he says, "This is the key to the portcullis. Without it, you will never get through." One of the players should keep this card to remind the warrior he has a key. So I have a key for a portcullis. Draw another event card immediately. So that is that. We draw another event card. It's the portcullis. Once the warriors have entered this board section, portcullis slams behind them, cutting them off. They can only retrace the threat, so the portcullis is going to shut off the entrance. I think that basically just can rest in there. Draw another event card immediately. 2d6 giant spiders. Right, okay. 8 giant spiders. Right, I'm going to power phase unexpected event. So we've got a power level of 1. Means I can't cast any spells or anything with the wizard. Right, so what I've had to do with placing here, normally there would be, because there's 8 spiders, there'd be 2 on each person, because I can't get them in place. So the War Dancer's got 1, the Imperial Noble's got 1, the Witch Hunter's got 1, the Wizard has got his 2, and the other 3 are at the back here, so we've just got to try and kill all of them. But we start off with the Witch Hunter. He will attempt to obviously take out the one in front there. What's their weapon? Weapon skill 2, so I need a 3 to hit. He hits 6, does an extra wound. They've only got toughness 2. 3, 4, plus 4, 7, minus 2. He's dead. 5 wounds. They only have 1 wound each. Witch Hunter has done. Now, because there's a wall there, I don't believe I can death blow round there because I can't sort of swing my sword around the wall. I'd be hitting the wall. Next up would be the War Dancer. That's the initiative. Needs a 3. Hits. 1, 3, yeah, dead. 1 dead spider. Spiders are actually quite easy to kill. They have a special rule when they're doing their attacks, so the more spiders there are, the easier it is. Right, the Imperial Noble will step up into there, and he will start with, we'll start with this spider, and we're going to work our way round. So we're going to go there, all the way around. Let's see what we do. So we need a 3 to hit. He's out of the box. He misses. Okay, he's not doing anything at all then. We shall go with the wizard. He needs a 4 to hit them with his sword. He misses. Right. So that is it. They are done. So now spider's turn. We've got 1 spider there. We'll attack the witch hunt. 2 will go on the Imperial Noble. 2 will go on the wizard, because that's how we're going to do it. Right. Special rules. If a spider attacks a warrior who's already webbed, they're not webbed. If the warrior wasn't already webbed, make a to hit roll. If the spider hits the warrior, he's now webbed and may do nothing. So 2 spiders on the wizard. The first one, wizard's weapon skill is 2. So the first one needs a 4 to see if you can web him. No. Second one, the wizard is webbed. I've got little tokens around somewhere. I will find them. 2 on the Imperial Noble. His weapon skill is 4, so we need 4s again. He's webbed, so the first one's webbed. So both the wizard and the Imperial Noble are webbed. If a spider attacks a warrior who's already webbed, the spider automatically bites, inflicting D3 wounds with no modifiers to toughness or armour. So the first one's webbed in, second one deals D3 wounds. It was that dice, deals 3 wounds to the Imperial Noble. He goes on to 8. And the other 2 spiders just sit at the back there. Right. Power phase. We get a 3. Don't really want to use... Well, let's see. Right. At the start of each turn, I've got to roll a d6 for the ward answer. At some point, I will remember this when it's needed. A 6 for the ward answer's belt. The belt protects the ward answer from any single attack this turn. He may choose to ignore any single blow which hits him. Back to this. Spiders. At the start of each turn, roll 1d6 for each webbed warrior and add his strength. So, green dice will be the Imperial Noble, white dice will be the wizard, as they're the webbed ones. They both rolled a 2. Add their strength. So the wizard's strength is 2. Oh no, that's weapon skill, sorry, 3. And I believe the Imperial Noble's is 3 as well. Yeah, goes to 5. If the total is 7 or more, he frees himself and acts normally. Nope, they are both still webbed. Well, that cocks it, really, doesn't it? Right, the Witch Hunter will shoot his pistol at one of the spiders, because the Witch Hunter also carries a pistol. To engage his opponent at longer range. To hit with the pistol, roll over the Witch Hunter's ballistic skill on a d6. So, I have a ballistic skill of 4+. I'm going to try and take out the spider at the back. I don't. I miss. War Hunter can do nothing. The Imperial Noble and Wizard are webbed, so they can't actually do anything. So they take 2d3 wounds each. Green will be the Imperial Noble. White will be Wizard. Let's see how we go. 1, 1. So 2 for the Wizard. Actually kills the Wizard. And as the Wizard cannot be resurrected at all, the Wizard is out of there. Yeah, nothing that I can do with that. And the Imperial Noble takes 3, 4. So he's down to 4. Now, that's going to be fun, because the Wizard dead, he can't resurrect anyone else. I really don't think I'm getting anywhere past this room. That's the end of the phase. I still have to roll power phase, even though there is no wizard, because on a 1 you still get there's still unexpected events, but a 3 that's fine. Right, the Imperial Noble is still webbed. The Witch Hunter's going to do nothing this turn, so he can reload the pistol, and the Ward Answer is going to go 1, 2. into the spiders. So needs a 3. No, misses. Monster's weapon skill is 5. Also, they need a 5 to web. So spiders on the war dancer. There's 2 of them. No, war dancer's not webbed. And the Imperial Noble takes 3, 4, 5. And the Imperial Noble's dead. Power phase. It's a 6. It's fine. Could have cast freeze, don't they? If the wizard was alive, I could have killed loads of them all at once. Okay. Witch Hunter. In we go. Needs a 3. No, misses. War Dancer. Needs a 3. Gets it. Kills 1. Next one. Hits it. Kills it. Going to move into its space so it can carry on with a death blow. Hits it. Kills it. And I can only really get the next one. Oh, out of the box. Hits it. Kills it. There we go. See, War Dancer is what you need to kill loads and loads of spiders. Right, 2 spiders. First one webs the War Dancer, and then the War Dancer takes 1 wound. Power phase. Oh, actually, I didn't roll the belt for the War Dancer. I can ignore that, so he can 6, so wouldn't take there. Right, power phase 5. Witch Hunter goes there. Misses. War Dancer misses. We will get. Still didn't roll the belt for this turn. It's a 6. He can ignore a single thing. So 1 on the War Dancer misses. 1 on the Witch Hunter. The Witch Hunter is webbed. So I'm just doing this quite quick at the moment. Power phase next turn. It's a 5. The belt for the War Dancer is a 6. He gets to ignore a thing. The Witch Hunter, is he still webbed? 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he breaks out the web. He knows how to do it. So the Witch Hunter is going to attack a spider. Misses. The War Dancer is going to attack a spider. Hits. Kills 1. Hits 1. Ooh. Yeah, they only have 1 wound, so he kills it. Well, they got toughness 2, and his strength is more than that, so that's fine. We've got 2 heroes left remaining. Now we could use the key and just escape from the dungeon. Right, let's go with their gold. The Witch Hunter only killed 1 spider, and so he gets 15. So he's up to 200. The War Dancer gets 30, 60, 90, 105 for the War Dancer. So 3, 6, 5. Power phase. It's a 4, and the belt is a 3. I add 1 to the War Dancer's toughness this turn. But let's go 1, 2, 3, 3. Exploration unit, hooray! Look at that. Finally get to actually explore another tile. It's the Well of Doom. I don't think we need to be in the Well of Doom. We're just in a corridor of doom. Well of Doom. So the Well of Doom. The stench of decay hangs heavy in the air, emanating from the bottomless shaft in the centre of the room. The Well of Doom will always trigger an event card unless the adventure book states otherwise. So basically, we do power phase, which is a 4, belt, which is a 1, nothing happens. When we walk into here, we then do a basically you get them up there, and then we get the event. So we're going to go 1, 2. They're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to come over here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take a corner each. Let's see if I'll move the camera around so you get to see that there. We're going to get a corner each. So if the warriors move into a new room during the warrior phase, then you must begin the monster phase by drawing a card from the event deck to see what is inside. If the card reveals monsters, they are always placed inside the room. even if the warriors are split up between several board sections. It is only necessary to draw a card when a room is entered for the first time and not subsequent occasions. Right, yep, that's that. So we draw an event card, we flip it over. 2d6 giant bats. Right, we have get in. Only 2. That's handy. I can cope with that. They can have 1 each. 1 bat there. 1 bat there. These bats have just come out through this door. I can cope with. So 2d6 giant bats. Right, let me just read the bats and that. So giant bats have a special rule. Giant bats make an immediate attack as soon as they are placed on the board, and then attack as normal in the monster phase. After the first turn, the combat sequence returns to normal. Bats are never pinned and will change targets each turn if possible. So they're going to attack straight away. I'm going to see if I can get that. I've covered the dungeon room cards are underneath that board there. So let's see. So we've got a weapon skill of 3 and a weapon skill of 5. 3 and 5. So the green dice is going to be the War Dancer, which they need a 5 to hit. The white dice is the Witch Hunter, which needs a 4 to hit. So they make an immediate attack. Both miss. They attack in the monster phase. They hit the War Dancer. It's strength 2, so 5, 6, 7. Toughness of 3 goes down to 4. The War Dancer is on 3. Right, back to power phase for my turn. A 4 and the belt for the War Dancer. I get to ignore an attack. Witch Hunter. What's the weapon skill of a bat? The weapon skill of a bat is 2, so I need a 3 to hit. I miss. The War Dancer also needs a 3 to hit, so the War Dancer hits. 4, 5, 6, 7. Toughness 2, 5. They only have 1 wound. Kills a bat. Moves into its space. Gonna carry on fighting. Hits. 5, 6. Yep. Kills a bat. That's this run done. 15 gold each. That's 30 gold for the War Dancer, who's on 395. Dungeon card. So when you complete the an event in a dungeon room, you actually get to draw a treasure card. I'm sure it's. I'm not. It's one for which I can't remember if it's only when you're in the dungeon or if I should have drawn treasure cards when I killed the orcs and the goblins, which may have actually been a thing. I'm just going to move the camera so you can see I've got 3 stacks of treasure cards here. Me and my brothers, when we got this game years ago when it was coming out, the Games Workshop released 3 treasure packs, so we've got them. So all these cards here are objective room treasure cards, so you'd get them from an objective room when you complete your objective room. These ones are normal treasure cards, which I believe I may have had to get them when I killed the orcs and goblins from the unexpected event. But the big stack here, this is dungeon room treasure card. So I get one of these because I'm in a dungeon room. So I have got Confused Spell Scroll. The scroll can only be used by a dwarf, elf, or wizard only. So it's of no use. But the first treasure card goes to your leader. So that goes to the Witch Hunter. So the Witch Hunter has that. No monster phase, so we move on to the next turn. Power phase, get 6. Belt, we get a 2, which is +1 toughness for the turn. But we are just going to move there. We explore. What do we get? Oh, we get a passageway. That's useful. I could do with a passageway because I can turn which way we're heading. Power phase. So now we get to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys move up. Let's move the dice tray down here so we can try and see some of the dice rolls. Let's see if I can. Right, power phase 6. That's fine. Belt is a 5. What do we get for that? 4 to 5. I get +2 toughness for the War Dancer this turn. These guys just go 1, 2, 1, 2. They're there. So there's 4 cards left still on this side. I don't even know if the objective room is this side, but we get a guard's room. Ooh, another dungeon room. The guard room. The dim light of your lantern illuminates what appears to be a floor covered in a checkboard pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take a corner each again. She's got back to the corner. She doesn't want to back to the corner. An event. 2d6 giant rats. I can see if we can cope with some giant rats. What do we get? 3 giant rats. Who gets the extra rat? I don't know. Witch Hunter. So the Witch Hunter gets 2 rats. 1, 2, 3 Witch Hunters. Could have gathered the snotlings. I've painted up. I don't know if you've seen any of my update videos and that. You've seen I've painted my snotlings. I started painting some of the spiders, but right, the rats are going to be the next thing that I paint. Special rules for the rats. Let's have a quick read of this. Death Leap. When a giant rat hits your warrior, roll 2 dice to see how many wounds it causes and add its strength 2 to the score. Once a giant rat has attacked your warrior, roll a d6. On a 3+, the giant rat's suicidal frenzy attackers opened it up to your warrior's attack and he's killed automatically. So it is the monster phase. So let's do two rats on the Witch Hunter. So they need 4s to hit. I'm going to see if I can bring this down here. So yeah, you can see the tray basically there. 1 hit. So it's 2d6 and add its strength. So it's 4, 5, 6. Roll 2 dice to see how many wounds it has caused and add its strength. So yeah, so it's 6 minus the toughness of 3 for the Witch Hunter. Deals 3 damage. So the Witch Hunter is on 3. Does it die? Yes, a rat kills itself. Add 1 on the War Dancer. Misses. Okay, power phase. 5, we find the belt. 6, I can ignore an attack if I don't kill these. Witch Hunter. Weapon skill is 2, so I need a 3. He hits, he deals +1 damage. So it's that +4 minus toughness of 3. So he kills his one. War Dancer will need a 3. Misses. Okay. Monster phase. He does hit, but the War Dancer is going to ignore that attack because he can do because of his belt. What I rolled. Power phase for the next turn. It's a 1. It's an unexpected event. I'll deal with that in a second. The War Dancer to +1 toughness this turn. 2d6 snotlings. Hooray! There you go. Look, I ask and they shall appear. 10 snotlings. Oh dear. That's probably a few more than what I would have asked. What it would have wanted. 10 snotlings. There we go. So two of them on the War Dancer because only 2 of them can hit. There's only 2 that can hit the War Dancer. 3 on the Witch Hunter. But that was the power phase. So now we go for the Witch Hunter. He's going to be attacking the snotlings. They've only got weapon skill 1, so I only need a 2 to hit the snotlings. Oh, I didn't see this bit, didn't read this bit, so let's just go through this. Snotlings make an immediate attack when they enter. Snotlings make an immediate attack as soon as they are placed on the board and then attack as normal in the monster phase. So it's only a power phase, so they get their 1 attack. Draw a warrior counter and place as many snotlings as you can around that warrior, repeat until all snotlings have been placed. I've done basically there. For each snotling above 1 in contact with the warrior, adds +1 to the hit roll and increase their strength by +1. So, example, 4 snotlings make a single strength 4 attack with +3 to hit. Blimey. Okay, so the Witch Hunter, they get +2. So so there's going to be 3 attacks on the Witch Hunter. They get +2 to their roll. Okay, so the Witch Hunter's weapon skill is 3, so they need a 5 to hit. So they would need 3s to hit. They all hit. They all add +3 to their strength. So this is basically just D6 for all of them. Okay, even if they're all ones, the Witch Hunter has died to snotlings. So these add +1 to each of their dice roll. Weapon skill 5. They need 6s, so 5s. Nope, they both missed the War Dancer. So we've got the War Dancer going on by himself here. So here we go, the War Dancer's turn. The War Dancer is going to pick up the lantern in the end and become the leader. So we'll have to try and take out some snotlings, obviously. We are going to attempt to take out this snotling to start with. So we need a 2. We hit. We deal 7. They've only got toughness of 1, so snotling taken out. The War Dancer is going to move into that space. Then we're going to try and take out this snotling. This is going to be dank. He hits. Kills it. This one. He hits. It's dead. This one. He hits. It's dead. This one hits. 1 + 3 - 1. Yeah, it's dead. This one hits. Well, we're going to be dead anyway. And do we want to move into that space? No, we won't. We will move into that space, and then we're going to try and hit this one. We hit. We know it's dead. Then we're going to do this one. Hit. Dead. There we go. That's the War Dancer at her best. She's just taken out 8 snotlings. Monster phase. Dudum. So 2 snotlings. +1 on these. So nope, they both miss. The rat misses as well. There we go. Power phase for the next turn, 5, and the belt is a 2 +1 toughness for the War Dancer. We will attempt to take out snotling. We hit. We kill a snotling. The rat. We're gonna weapon skill 2. I believe yet need 3s. We kill our rat. Boom. That's snotling. Attempts to attack. Misses. Power phase. We're okay. The belt. I get to ignore an attack. We kill a snotling. Right, so I get 100 gold there for. Let's get rid of that one. 495 there. So there we go. I don't think we're going to be around for much longer as the War Dancer's only got 3 wounds. I don't think I'm going to be completing this, but we will see. Right. Treasure card for the War Dancer. The War Dancer gets something which only a barbarian and dwarf can use, which is a helm. She doesn't wear armour anyway. But basically, if you get out the eventually, they're worth gold, so you can sell it at the end for more gold. The War Dancer picks up a lantern. And we move there. It's going to be the exploration phase. What do we have? We have found the fighting pit. Oh, look at that. There's a chance that we're just going to die horribly. Right. Next turn. Power phase is 2. And we get 3, which is +1 toughness for the War Dancer this turn. We're going to step into there. Come on. What's left in here? Can the War Dancer beat the odds and actually complete the adventure? I very much doubt it. So, right. Let's see. So, the prisoners are being kept below the fighting pit in a network of cells and guard rooms. Roll on the objective room monster table to determine the guardians of these cells. So we roll a d6 to find out what we got. We've got a 3. We have got 1 Minotaur. So I'll get the Minotaur out in a second. So 1d6 plus 2 Skavens and 2d6 giant rats. So we've got 1 Minotaur, 3 Skaven. So it's 1 Minotaur, 3 Skaven, and 8 rats. Okie dokie then, that ain't too bad. I can cope with that. Maybe not the Minotaur, but when the Guardians are dead, each player rolls a dice, and the number rolled is the number of prisoners his warrior finds alive. Every prisoner the warrior finds gives him d6, 9, 20, go free. So all I've got to do is kill everything in this room. Easy. No problem at all. I believe it's the monster. It should be the monster because my warrior phase moved into that, so it should be the monster phase now. The rats. Let's see. So 2 rats attempting to hit the ward answer. Hits on a 5. They do. Rolls 2d6 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. I have +1 toughness this turn. So I have toughness 4. So I take 1 wound from the rat. So already I'm down to two wounds left. Do those 2 rats kill themselves on a free? Sorry, it's only 1 rat hit, didn't it? So does it kill itself? It does. We will take out that rat. Skaven needs a 4. It misses. The rest of it doesn't have any range attacks, so job done. Now, these ones that are in the fighting pit, if I remember correctly, they cannot attack. If I'm here, they cannot get up the rope to get there, and they cannot attack me whilst I am there as well. So we will go with power phase is a 2. My belt is a 2. I have +1 toughness again. I am going to go with, what do we want to try and take out first? The Skaven is obviously more likely to hurt me. We're going to attempt to take out the Skaven that's here. So I get 1 attack. What's their weapon skill? Weapon skill 3, so I need a 3. I get 5, I hit it. I deal 5 minus toughness 3. So I deal 2 wounds to it. It has got 1 wound left. That is me done. Monster phase. Rat jumps in. 2 rats, leading 5s. Both hit. 5, 6, 7, -4. First rat has killed the ward answer. There we go. I have unfortunately died horribly in this dungeon. I got caught up right by the entrance there. 1 rat would have killed itself as well. So there we go. So I took out 2 rats out of the last room. But that is the old Warhammer quest. It's just as deadly as I remember. Especially with level 1 characters, because you go in no bandages or anything like that at all. Couple of characters have a healing potion. The wizard could have got some better spells than that. Basically, you shuffle up all the attack spells, the healing spells, the defense spells. You get 1 of each. Didn't really ever get the power to cast anything, because obviously I always needed to cast the resurrection. I could have possibly done like my freeze instead of resurrecting someone at some point. Where I can roll, it's random as to, you roll a d6 and you hurt that many monsters and deal that amount of damage to them. So it could have helped in the first room rather than bringing someone else up. And rebound, if I cast that, that's just basically when you get hit, you roll a d6 on a 6, the damage goes back to whatever's hitting you. So not probably the best, not the best to spell. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'll be having a game again. I'm sure if the UK ever gets out of lockdown,
I've got a couple of friends. Also, I know Andy will more than happily play a game of I'm sure I could probably convince Johnny B from over at Modelling for Advantage to come and have a game of Warhammer Quest. He loves his old hammer, as he calls it, and I know he really loves his Hero Quest. Which I don't have my Hero Quest anymore. I sold all that, and I sold part of it to Johnny B as well. But yeah, I would happily give this a go. I'll give these characters a go again, and see if we can actually make it through a dungeon without dying.
Sorry, just a little bit at the end there. I was just going back through the footage and just double check the camera and realised I hadn't moved the camera up, so you couldn't actually see the fighting pit. This is what it looked like. Minotaur at the back there with a load of Skaven in the pits of the guard. This is the rope that I said about. So the if I could stand there where that rat was, or obviously something there, nothing could come up to start and hurt me. So what my plan was to try and clear all the rats and this one Skaven down, and then I could move back and let sort of a couple of Skaven could have come up to attack, and I could have had it so I could have had one Skaven at a time coming up really to attack until I got to the Minotaur. So there was a chance I may have survived. Obviously I didn't. There we go. Dead War Dancer was brave, but as I say, failed. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you liked what you're watching. Like the video, and as I say, I will try and get some more Warhammer Quest out soon. Cheers. Bye.